Well, hello there folks. Welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are, another week, another brand new video. In today's video I'm going to do another shootout. I'm going to head over to Campbeltown. Got two peated drabs here, sticking with the peat folks. I'm going to do the Campbeltown festivals. So the Campbeltown Malt Festival 2018, 2019. So I'm going to shoot them out, compare them, see how they are. They're both cask strength, they're both non-chill filtered, and they're both natural colour. One's bottled at 50, where are we, 50, I'll just check it on here I think. 57.8 for the ruby port and 51.3 for the rum cask. So I'm looking forward to these guys. I'm going to crack them both open. So while I'm cracking them open, I'll tell you a little bit about these. I picked up the ruby port one, this one, 2018, £50, which I think was incredible value. I remember it, yeah, 50 quid. I bought a couple of bottles of it, loved it, shared it. I was tempted to, where's the glug? I was tempted to open my second one, but the collector in me decided to try and keep a hold of it, see what happened, see how it went. But a couple of weeks ago I went to auction, spotted a couple of them, pulled the trigger, dived in. So now I've got another bottle I can open. I've still got another one that I can keep at the minute. So this will do me for the next few years with these. And then obviously the 2019, this year, the rum cask came out. So I was interested to, oh lovely, I was interested to compare them against each other. So right away I can see a little bit of colour difference there. So that is the rum port, 51.3, and the ruby port, 57.8. So just interesting. We're going to have a little head to head today, both peated, both different. The common denominator is the peat, so we'll crack on with that. I'll give you a little bit of nose, a little bit of taste, talk a little bit about Campbeltown. Campbeltown, really at the minute I've got a real affinity with Campbeltown. I say the Glen Scotia 15 is one of my top 5 go-tos. I'll pop a link to that video just in case you've not seen it. So I've reviewed the Victoriana, I've reviewed quite a couple of Campbeltowns. I've reviewed obviously the Kilkerrans is another one, Springbank. So Campbeltown at the minute is just thriving, and when they put out whiskey of this kind of calibre you can understand why. So let's see if these two, which one I prefer. I'll give them a score at the end and whether they can compete with Islay whiskies. So let's have a go. So I'm going to crack on. First one guys is the Ruby Port 2018, 57.8% cask strength, non-chill filtered and natural colour. This was finished, this is a 2008 vintage. This was finished for about 6 months in Ruby Port, and there was 2,400 bottles I believe, so I've had 3 of them, so hopefully there's some more. I noticed at auction there was a few auction guys, so, and they weren't big prices at auction. I think I picked up the second one here for about £60 at auction, so it's, even in secondary that wasn't a big difference. I paid 50 originally and I paid 60 at auction. Obviously there's a little bit of cost top of the auction, but for this calibre of whiskey it was well worth it. So on the nose, yeah, it's peat, ashy smoke. Wow, I'm just amazed when you go to these peated whiskies the different types of smoke that you can get. So this one's a bit more ashy, and I think this, on this initial first smell, I think this would compare with most Islay peated whiskies, which is a testament to the distillery in Campbeltown, Glen Scotia. So right up front, it's fruity. Once you get past the smoke, it's fruity. In fact, the fruit is becoming a wee bit more dominant in the minute. The smoke started off initially big smoke. It's gone a little bit more fruity. Some red fruits. Maybe a red apple. Some red berries. Maybe cranberry. And there's a real nice chocolate note there as well. So there's a real nice crisp chocolate. Nice. And then there's lots of berries. And then as you're going through the nose, the smoke comes back with a vengeance. So as if to say that the fruit, it's not having the fruit, the smoke's coming back in and just chucking it. So it seems to be a little bit of battle in a minute between the fruit and the smoke. And I can't pick who's winning. Wow, super fruity as well. Those red fruits are trying to fight back against the smoke. The chocolate's just sitting there in the middle, letting them get on with it. Wow, that's great on the nose. Let's see how it is on the palate. Slanch. Okay folks, on that initial first sip, it was hot. It lets you know that it's 57.8% ABV, but it's beautifully sweet. It's really sweet on the arrival. As that initial first 5-10 seconds go through, it's the intenseness, the power, and then there's a real, your palate just dries out. It just sucks all the saliva out of your palate. It's gone kind of a little bit mineral, a little bit chalky, really drying. And then as that settles down, the kind of chocolate and the cranberry edge its way back in again, and all those berries come back. But it's still sweet, and then the smoke is all around it. Wow, really. Let's have a second sip, guys. Okay, we seem to have a three-way battle now, guys, between the alcohol, the high ABV, the sweetness, and the smoke. So they're all kind of slugging it out at the minute, which is fantastic. As you kind of get into them, all the berries are there. The ABV hits you initially, and then that kind of settles down and the fruit comes in. Then the smoke swoops in, throws its weight around. It's becoming a little bit savoury, a little bit ashy. That ashy smoke is like a fire that's maybe kind of 2 days old. That kind of dying down smoke. But this is, guys, this is a neck pour. So I'm sure that there's lots more going on with this. It's super complex. I'd love to try this again maybe in a couple of months' time, see how it goes on, but this is an absolutely spectacular dram. If you've ever had the chance to try this, just pop me a comment, let you know how you got on with it. But wow, it's typical Glen Scotia. I say it's one of the distilleries at the minute. Well, the last 18 months I think I've never had a bad Glen Scotia. And this is just carrying on that thread. But wow, that's wonderful. So, just a quick one. This rum cask has got a lot to live up to if it's going to compete with this. So, let's dive into this one. So, this is rum finished. This is a 2003 vintage. Again, it's cask strength. Bottled in 2019. It's 51.3%. So it's a little bit lower in alcohol than this, but I think the extra time, this is a 16-year-old whiskey. Price point, I say this was £50 when it came out. This one was about 69 to 75 depending on where you got it. But I'm happy with the price point because it's obviously it's older whiskey. It's still got all the beautiful presentation, cask strength. It's non-chill filtered in its natural colour, and it's a Glen Scotia. So quickly on this one again, this is finished in 8 months in rum barrels. So it's about 15-year-old years in its original cask, and it's just been finished for about 8 months in rum barrels. Wow, again the sweetness. This again smells a little bit hotter. Although this is the lower ABV, this smells a little bit hot. More spice on the nose. Saying smoky whiskies, they're a little bit more unusual for Glen Scotia. I know the Victoriana's got a little bit in it, but generally there's not a lot of smoke and a lot of peat. But these two are peated. Again, this is ashy. That same kind of ashy smoke. Just a little bit Glen Scotia character coming in there. There, it's a bit smoky. Getting a banana on this one. So this is a bit more, smells a bit more sticky. So it's caramel, fudgy. This smells like a real dessert dram, like a pudding, sticky toffee pudding. It's all sweet. I don't know if it smells, if it makes sense. It smells creamy, it smells buttery, it smells sticky, and it smells smoky. Wow. Again, it's a neck pour, guys, so bear with me, but this smells lovely as well. Both very, very engaging noses. Okay, I can't wait any longer. Let's try this one on the palate. Wow, that's tasty as well. Up front, the first thing you get is it's sugary sweet. I think that's coming for the rum. It's sweet, it's sticky. I'm getting a little bit of pepper tickle on my tongue. It's a little bit spicy. It's sticky, it's syrupy. It seems to have a thicker viscosity than the ruby port. But that oak, it becomes a bit more oaky. It's smoky and the oak and the smoke build. This is really, really complex, this one, guys, because it's now developing a little bit more tropical. Some pineapple. I'm also picking up some charcoal as well. So there's lots and lots going on with this. It is creamy thick. Real thick, syrupy, creamy, wonderful. Let me just, I need to have some more of this. Okay, on that sip, this is definitely spicier than the ruby port. I think that may be more, there's more of an oak cask influence on this one. So I'm getting some more spice from the oak. Just the older whiskey. You can feel it, you can tell that it's a little bit older. See, obviously this one's a 10-year-old, this one's a 16-year-old. This is the higher ABV. That's why I think there's a little bit more intensity in that one. But the spice in this is putting them on a par. There's a little bit more heat from this. Although it's a lower ABV, there's more spice, there's more heat, there's more oak. The smoke influence, there seems to be a similar amount of smoke in both. They're both ashy. The smoke is throughout both of them. Real wonderful whiskies, man. These are beautifully put together, guys. Picking up a little bit of banana now as they're heading towards the finish. That kind of sticky, overripe banana. It's like a toffee, sticky banana, sticky toffee pudding. Is that kind of, it's real desserty. And then there's the rum. The rum's just beautiful. I think there's more. I think I'm preferring the rum to the port, but on a whole, I'll come back to my comparison in a minute. But wow, this is spicy, this is fruity, both smoky. But this, on the finish, I'll just check a little bit on the finish of this one, guys, and we'll conclude. Wow. On the finish, it's ashy, it lingers, it's a long finish. But this is all about the spice on the finish of this one. Again, they're both neck pours, guys, so I'd like to see these how they are in a couple of months. I may decide to come back to them in a couple of months, because at the minute I don't think I'm quite giving them both justice. I think I might have died in too early to review these, but they're both complex, fantastic whiskies, great value for money, and I think I probably will come back to these maybe early in the new year just to see how these have come along and how they're progressing in the bottle. I'll look to share a bit of this. I'll share some of these samples out as well. So that's Glen Scotia Campbeltown Malts Festival 2018-2019 Shootout. How are we going to score them? I have got a score in mind for both. At the minute, first initial impressions, I'm favouring towards the Ruby Port. I think it's just the sweet tooth that's in me. So as a score at the minute, I'm going to score the Ruby Port as a 90 out of 100. But there's not a lot in it. The rum cask is coming in at 89 out of 100. So these are both fantastic, super complex whiskies. If you've tried them, drop me a comment down below. Let me know how you've done with them. But for me, I'm glad I've opened these now. But I'm even looking forward to them over the next few months to see how I get on with them. So that's me. I'm Alan. I'm the Whiskey Friend. If you've liked the video, guys, don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and click the bell if you've not already. And don't forget to share this. You can catch me on Twitter. You can catch me on Facebook. So that's me. Wonderful time I've had with these two whiskies. I'm going to enjoy just finishing these off. So I look forward to seeing these all in the next one. Keep the peat going. Super, guys. Thanks very much. Until next time. Bye bye.